Okay, the primary tank, as is selected right now, and it's open, is in fact empty, as indicated by the red indicator. And the secondary tank is open, and the indicator is still red. And let's go see if we have any propane flow, since now the secondary tank, which should have switched over automatically, even though the pointer is still pointed to the tank that's empty, the indicator is still red. But since this tank valve is open, the auto changeover on this should be providing gas to the appliances. And let's go see. Okay, we're inside the fifth wheel now. The secondary tank should be automatically feeding all of my LP appliances, even though the lever outside on that regulator is still pointed to the primary tank, which of course is empty, and the indicator's red. So let's turn on the stove, and let's see if we can get this cheap lighter to work. And I don't know about you, that looks like a lit stove to me. And to prove that I'm not playing games or anything like that, we'll walk back around out here to the front of the fifth wheel, and let's walk over here and let's take a peek at the propane tanks, and let's see what shows. We still have a red indicator, and as you can see, the valve is still pointing to the primary tank, which is empty, and the secondary tank, which is open, is feeding the system. So if you run your system like this, when this primary tank runs empty, the indicator is going to turn red, and if this valve is open, this tank is going to feed everything, and you'll never know that this tank here is empty. That's why I run mine manually. And when I say manually, I select a tank, whichever one I want, as primary. In this case, you can see it's pointing to the right. This is my primary tank. I know when this tank empties, this indicator is going to turn red, and I know, since the way I use it, I keep this secondary tank closed. I know that when I run out of propane, because I don't have a heater or my stove won't work, I know I can come out here, I can turn this valve over, and this tank is now going to feed it. And so to demonstrate that, we'll turn this empty tank, and we'll close it, and we'll open this tank up, which is already open, and we'll turn the knob around so that it points now at this tank, which is the primary. And if you noticed, the indicator turns from red to green. This tank on the right is still empty, and so we can take this tank off and take it down and replenish the system. That's how the automatic regulators work, folks.